Temperate grasslands are characterized as having grasses as the dominant vegetation. Trees and large shrubs are absent. The diversity of wildlife in a temperate grassland is extremely low, but there are high abundances of them. The dominant grazing animal in North America is the bison. The wildlife also includes pocket gophers, prairie dogs, mice, wolves, coyotes, swift foxes, badgers, quails, sparrows, hawks, and owls. Temperate grasslands are home to many large herbivores.
The dominant vegetation found in a temperate grassland is grasses. These species of grasses include purple needlegrass, blue grama, buffalo grass, and galleta. Hundreds of species of flowers grow in these areas, but more common flowers include asters, blazing stars, coneflowers, goldenrods, sunflowers, clovers, phosphorus, and wild indigos. Large shrub and trees are rarely ever found because of occasional fire and grazing by large mammals. If trees are found, they are by river valleys and are usually cottonwoods, oaks, and willows. Some of the examples of interactions found in our biome are competition, predation, mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Competition among plants is rampant in temperate grasslands, with sunlight, water, nutrients, and space among the top things worth fighting for. Another factor is the rate at which plants pollinate, the categories being annuals or perennials, with annuals generally producing more smaller seeds that are quick to colonize a disturbed area. However, perennials often win out in the long run. Grazing also affects the competition though. Herbivores eat the top competitors most often, thus maintaining the variety of plant species found. The harm of competition between the organisms has the less equipped plants dying out. Predation is also not uncommon in the grasslands, just about as prevalent as the next biome. Plants are eaten by smaller animals such as hares and rodents and such who have sharp teeth for gnawing on grasses. This predation of plants helps to keep the plant population in check and maintain variety among plant species. And just as the smaller animals prey on plants, larger animals prey on smaller animals. Rodents and such are preyed on by snakes, owls, hawks, foxes, wolves, coyotes, which helps to keep the population of rodents and smaller animals in line. A prime example of mutualism is a rather basic one: flowering plants and bees, where the flowers are pollinated by the bees and the bees are fed by the flowers. This obviously benefits both parties since the flowers may spread and bees can eat. One example of commensalism is the nurse plant. The larger nurse plants protect seedlings from various threats such as herbivores, heat stress, and transpiration, and frost damage. The bush tick, or perilous tick, is an example of parasitism. They latch onto a host and double their own body weight in blood before dropping off to digest the blood. A bush tick may latch onto whatever animal they wish to, while the perilous ticks are often confined to larger mammals.
Abiotic factors for temperate grasslands include rainfall, temperature, soil, and fires. Temperatures of the grassland range from day to day. Some seasons the temperature can be 100 degrees Fahrenheit, while during other seasons the temperature can be negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Rainfall is on average from 10 to 35 inches per year, which affects the height of the grassland vegetation. The soil in temperate grasslands are some of the richest soils in the world. Lastly, occasional fires keep the grassland full of short vegetation rather than bushes and shrubs. Biotic factors of temperate grasslands include zebras, lions, prairie dogs, ostriches, buffaloes, wildflowers, shrubs, little trees, and long tall grass. Temperate grasslands are located north of the Tropic of Cancer and south of the Tropic of Capricorn. Blizzards are common in the winter in the U.S. Plains area. This is interesting because of the many species that live here and how they have to leave in order to survive these harsh, cold blizzards.